one of the main things to remember about audiovisual storytelling is that it's about what we see and hear. And so what we see and hear might not always be narration or what the reporter has written to say. It might be, it most successfully works when you're using lots of what you've gone and collected, of what other people are saying, what sound you pick up in the field, what vision you see that happens naturally. So the trick to audiovisual storytelling is not to think all these facts and figures and what am I going to tell people out there. It's to follow people who are affected by your story on their journey and collect up incidental sound and vision. That's the most powerful stuff, what you see people doing, what you can show your audiences through what actually is happening, what's not contrived, what you capture in the moment, in reality, in terms of what's happening.
So you just explained show, don't tell.
I think I have. It is show, don't tell, but at the same time, as a journalist, you have a responsibility to explain what people might be seeing, and that's where narration does come in. It's setting the framework around what people are seeing, making them understand the pictures. And that's what writing to pictures is. It's making the audience understand what's in the pictures, not telling them what they can see, obviously. So yeah, you show people stuff, you let them make their own judgment, but you frame it sometimes to help them understand what they're seeing.
Okay, so that might be explanation rather than description of the visual image.
Yeah, it's explanation, that's exactly right. Or it might be some labelling or some captioning, although I don't like, personally, I don't like voiceover to be written like captions. I actually like people to use proper sentences and to speak to their audiences like a human being would. But yeah, it's explaining what we're seeing or just giving those extra details that answer the question a person might be asking about what they're seeing.
And it must link back to the story too, I assume.
It does. You might say, we might see some people turning up at a doctor's office, and you might need to explain as the reporter that the people turning up there have been there countless times before, or that this is the 10th doctor they've been to see, because it's not obvious there in what we're seeing. It may come out in what they say, so you don't have to tell audiences that. It may be clear when the doctor looks up and says, my goodness, you've been to this specialist, and this specialist. And now you've come to me. I'm hoping I might be the answer. Well, then you've got it in the actuality you've picked up, so you don't have to put it in your script. But often that won't happen that way. Look for times when it does and use it, because that again is show, don't tell. It's the conversation that's happened naturally is telling us stuff. Look for those things, use those things, mark them off in your shot listing, take note of them and use them, because that's a much more interesting way to tell the story of what's happening to people. But don't forget, if you're using narration, you've still got that tool to use to make things understandable.
And maybe to stitch things together. Maybe it's a bit like filling in the gaps. If you have to fill in the gap, then do, and if you don't, then don't.
Exactly right. Yes, and I might even say back to you exactly what you said in case it's helpful. What you've just said is it's a matter of filling in the gaps. Only when you need to say something or explain something, do that. When the vision speaks for itself, don't interfere with what the audience is seeing and learning already from what other people who are actually in the story are saying.